You are about to experience the result of hard work and dedication from the City of Champions, Cleveland's own, 90th's finest. Self-made, hard-working entrepreneurs, unequivocally raw, no holds barred. This is Epiphany Media.
Oh, what's up?
This is indeed Epiphany Media.
It's still Women's History Month.
Yeah. I think it's is it still is it too long for you?
It
What you
seems
trying
like
to
it's been
say?
going on for 2 months now. That's what it seems like.
What you trying to say? Is it
You know what I'm
still
saying? You
going
didn't
on?
you didn't put this much effort into Black History Month.
I don't fuck with Nick Dunstman. Just playing. I'm just playing. Hey, I shouldn't have said that. I'm not going to apologize, but I shouldn't have said it. Welcome back to another episode of no wonder I can't hear anything. Like my headphones wasn't on. Another episode of the Epiphany Media Podcast. Thanks for joining us. And it is, believe it or not, still Women's History Month. And some people find it hard to believe, even though it's only the 19th day of the month. Black History Month at least get 28 days. We haven't even went 20 days, and he said enough is enough. That's Byron. I just want to make sure people understand the difference. That wasn't me.
um, Look, I have no problem with Women's History Month or women in
Mm-hmm.
general.
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm.
like you didn't put it. This is a lot of dedication, and they gave you a medal for this dedication. It looked like.
Hey, the purple is the purple. Our names are in purple. Look, it's just synergy is what it's called, or something like that. Synergy, uh, not synergy. What's the word? Uh, Coordination. If I was John Witherspoon, what I would say, I would call it coordinating. R.I.P. John Witherspoon. Anyway, um, I feel ill prepared right now. But I don't
Hey,
exactly know why.
John Witherspoon was hilarious. I heard him say one time that he was talking to a younger lady. For those who don't know who John Witherspoon is, he's like a 60-year-old. Well, before he died, he's like a 60-year-old comedian, maybe even older. I don't. He
John
been
John
around.
Witherspoon was well into he was down there 80, if not 80. Like, he was old when he
Hey,
died.
but you know what I'm saying, for older gentleman, he took care of himself. But anyways, he he had this he had this joke where he was talking about how he was talking to a younger woman, and saying that he got some hog maw back at the house, and it should come through this and that, and she was just laughing and stuff, and he was mad because he was spitting his best game, and he couldn't pull. Like, you spitting your best game, and she think it's funny. Nigga, that's like, no, you know you hold it still. They start laughing at you because you.
He said, "Hog maw." That's hilarious. That was one of his lines, but I don't even know what that is. To be honest, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have no idea what that is. I'm assuming it's some sort of pig because it's hog maw, but I don't know what it is.
Imagine
That's
this nigga
hilarious,
best
though.
your best game. I think it's funny. Like, what
Hey,
can you do? What can
hey,
you do?
hey, we've all been there. I would assume at some point or another, you've been there, man, where you you get your best, but sometimes it just don't work out. You ain't never been laughed at.
Nigga, a lot of
Oh,
times.
I'm just saying. Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. Yeah. All right. Just making sure.
Nigga,
I'm about to
crush.
say.
Hey, crush, but
Oh,
I persevered.
barely. Sometimes. I'm talking about me. Hmm, barely.
It was like, I remember, yeah, I remember this one. She was like, yeah, he wear the same five. He wear the same 5 outfits. Nigga,
That got
every day.
that got hurt. That got to hurt a little bit.
Nigga, I had just bought my first pair of forces. Nigga, I thought I was fresh. Crushed.
Hey, I've been there. You know, we both went to essentially private schools, and
This ain't even happening. This happened, nigga.
just in the world.
Nigga at a black summer school situation.
Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, that's not fun.
But you know, whatever happens. But I'm trying to see. Oh, this one I had liked her for a minute. Talking on the phone, she just laughing and shit. Talking about I'll call you back. Like, damn, hurt my soul. But then I got the ups on her a few years after that. Like, hey. And then when it came close to a relationship, I said I'm good. You know, so I got the last laugh.
Hilarious.
I got the last laugh. You don't forget, like, if it's something that did you like that, and then they come back around, and you might still hit, but
Well,
other than that, like, you can't get over that. You can't get over that thing. You ain't want me at my lowest.
Well, yeah, relationships become off the table, but other stuff still on the table.
Of course, you got to see it through. You got to see it through.
You got to see it through, my boy. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
But
all right, man.
That ain't worthy.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
not as a relationship. All right.
Are you at Arby's with this beautiful young lady? Like, you're not talking to her, like, because it's about to be over. Oh, ahead, man. Serve my motherfucking drink. I mean, Applebee's. I say Arby's, with Applebee's.
I feel like we all got an Applebee's story, which is hilarious. That's funny.
2 for $20.
All right. Young man's paradise. That's funny. All right, man. So all right, I'm back on course now. So look, hey, we just want to get the big news out of the way. You know, this might look like a Women's History Month medal. Let me zoom in just a little. I don't know if you guys can. Don't look at my ashy hands. Look at this. Look at that medal right there. I'm gonna throw up the rock sign. You know what I'm saying? This is.
Hey, it's a dynasty. You might as well.
This is the medal from last year's 5K Culture, the Culture Run Walk, the Culture Fun Run. I can't talk right now, but we back for round 2. Back for the second annual the Culture 5K. It's going to be in June 17th to be exact. So we wanted to announce that to you guys and, let you know that, you can sign up right now. If you participated last year, wait till tomorrow because I'm going to send out emails with, promo codes and stuff because we appreciate you guys joining us last year and want you guys to come back this year. I think last year we had 30 in-person participants, and I want to say 4 virtual participants, I want to say. But I think definitely 30 in-person for sure. So we're going to go back to, it's going to be the same URL, website URL, epiphany.5k.run. If you guys got any questions, of course, we'll be giving out more information as we go through it. But essentially, it's going to be the same race but smoother. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to make sure we have some look. Whenever you do stuff, it's always going to be hiccups. You know what I'm saying? But what you want to do is constantly get better. You know what I'm saying? You want to constantly get to a point where you're making less mistakes or shit is less dangerous. So that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're going to do. Not even trying. It will be smoother than it was last year. I guarantee it. So I just want to say thanks for uh, uh, joining us. I'm gonna thank y'all now because I know y'all going to look out for us. I also want to pull up. I want you guys to see the logo for this year for the second annual. Once again, like big shout out to Jennifer Case for making our the logo 2 years in a row. Like, when you're good, you're good. You know what I'm saying?
Did she base them off your hands? Because the left hand's looking kind of ashy.
Probably. I think it's extra lotion, and that's just the light reflecting off of it. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it is my ashy ass left hand. Maybe I can't even. Yeah, maybe it is based off my hand. But yeah, man. Hey, when you're good, you're good. So definitely want to thank her and appreciate her for the logo. Logo's dope.
Yeah.
Logo's always dope. Matter of fact, let me put it up in the corner one time. There we go. So yeah, so like I said, of course, as the weeks go on and as we get closer, of course, we'll be updating you guys. It's still going to be in the Cultural Gardens here in Cleveland, but if you want to join virtually, of course you can. Or you can come down and do it in person. 3.1 miles around, like I said, through the gardens or whatever. We had a great turnout, even though it wasn't as smooth as it could have been last year. Like, I still think it was a monumental success.
Monumental? It was a legendary, a life changer, whatever big and pause great words you want to use. It is what it is, because it is what it was, because how many people say that they did a 5K? Well, not ran a 5K, but put on a 5K.
Right.
It was great. It was fun too, just to see the people, happy running the race.
Hey, especially especially the ones that ran past the halfway mark and turned around and still won the race. Our top finishers, man, going above and beyond. But it was super cool. It was a super dope experience, and man, I just wish it would have been smoother. But at the end, I was like, all right, well, I can, we should be proud of what we was able to do, and then this time we just got to make it better, and we're definitely going to do that. Mom said, "This for you. This your score update for."
Because her alma mater is winning, and mine lost. So, yeah. She want everybody to know the score.
Mom gonna be out there. Angel said, "I'll try to make it." Well, good. I hope you do. We got banners and flyers and all that stuff. I don't know what I just did to the screen. That was weird. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Let's look at this flyer. This is going to say more details. Like I said, Saturday, June 17th. So go ahead and mark it on your calendars. Once again, that's the logo. That's the medal. All your information is going to be here on the left hand side. Like I said, once again, it's going to be at the Cultural Gardens in Cleveland, which is on the corner of 105 East, 105 and Martin Luther King Drive in Cleveland. You got, like I said, in-person options. You got virtual options. You can always, share it with your Facebook friends, and that'll knock some money off. Just like last year, that's going to return. If you got all the selections up there, so you do different things. You can knock off some of the money. If you don't want a T-shirt, you can knock off, I think, $5 or something like that. If you don't want the T-shirt, just little stuff like that where you can, bring the price down if that's what you choose to do. But right here, the epiphany.5k.run is where you want to go to sign up. This is the exact same as last year. And like I said, if you joined us last year, don't sign up today. 319, sign up tomorrow when you get the email from us with a promo code as a thank you for coming out. So we definitely appreciate you guys. Angel said it was hot. What time is it going to be this year? So last year, what time did we start last year?
I don't know how much earlier we can start then. We started at
Yeah,
9.
I mean,
registration was at 8. Already started at 9.
yeah. So like y'all want to start at 5 in the morning? Like yes, like what do y'all want from us? No, just fine. Look, it's June. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot.
Well, I believe what date? Like the sun rises at that time. You know what? I think it's 6:30, 6:45, 6:50 something. Let me check right now.
Because
what did I check, the almanac or something?
Yeah, the almanac, like for like the I don't know. No, it's me. Angel said back it up an hour. Yeah. So as of right now, I guess I could pull a website up for you guys. The time is not on the flight. I will have to put that on there. But yeah, so because that was everybody's thing, is that it was so hot in June, which I get it, but it's June. So we're gonna back it up an hour. Ideally, we want to start the race at 7. I'll confirm that. Maybe we'll do like 7:15, and it's about an hour or so, 2 hours or so. So it'll be super early in the morning. So that means you guys got to get up and do your stretches and get your coffee and all of that stuff, and then get ready for that race. It's gonna be early, man. I'm just hoping that it'll be another great day, because it actually was besides it being hot, it was a great day out. It was like clear weather. You didn't have to worry about rain or any of that stuff. I'm hoping for another day like that. Let's see.
I hope it isn't rain. We're on it.
Let me see. So all right. So we're gonna start it off at 7. Thanks to the city of Cleveland for approving that. If only we can get the city of Cleveland to actually send out police like they were supposed to last year, we would also appreciate that. But yeah, 7 a.m. is when we're going to start the event. Feel free to get there early. We'll be there early. You can come and get your shirt and get your race bag just like last year. We're working on sponsors and all of that good stuff, just like last year. So just stay tuned for that type of stuff and, just other information. But like I said, right now you can go to epiphany.5k.run and sign up.
All right. So on June 17th, the highs is predicted to be 79 degrees, clear skies. At nighttime, it's going to a low of 72 degrees. So, sounds like a perfect day to me. Now, walking almost 80 degrees, walking or running, that might be tough. I can't even argue on that.
Do you look at the Farmer's Almanac?
No, I just Googled like June 17th, 2023 weather, and it'll give you like a rough prediction.
Your mom said 8 a.m. before the sun. So,
look. Oh, you know what? Let me look at time the sun come out.
Look, man, Cleveland is very safe, but y'all want to go run in the Cultural Gardens? Y'all want to go run in the Cultural Gardens before the sun come up? I'm not talking about like the human creatures, but there's all type of stuff in those woods. Y'all crazy. Y'all can be on your own. I'm gonna do mine the weekend before again, and make sure I'm not getting up when the sun. I tell you what though, when I did it, we almost ain't make it, man, because we just went out there with no water. We ain't stretched. We just pulled up and started walking like idiots. It was crazy hot.
That's wild. Now,
yeah, it was dumb.
The sun rises at 5:52 a.m. in the morning. If we're not doing it at 6 a.m., it's crazy. Like for it to start at 8, that means we'll probably have to start setting up 6:30, 6:45 in order to. Because registration will have to start at 7.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
ridiculous. That's early.
So, and then you also got to remember that we have to get approval from the city, so we only can do it within selected hours. So, moving it up an hour will help for sure. I hope it will. It should help for sure. But yeah, we'll be there early. It's gonna be crazy early, but we can only do what the city let us do. So it ain't like we can go and pre-set up the night before and somebody probably steal our stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we can only do
Buy
what the
back
city let us do.
for the low.
For the right. I think it's on my table.
But yeah. Oh, and I think the park has a curfew, so we only can operate within that time. So.
Exactly. But we'll like I said, we'll don't worry, we'll be there early. We can get it off and running. We'll be there as soon as the sun get up. We'll be to go, and you guys can get there, and run an hour early. So go ahead and appreciate, and thank y'all early in advance, and I look forward to it as always. I do. Let's see. All right, man. So now we got the fun stuff out of the way. Screen frozen. All right. Yeah. So anyway, let's check in, man. So this is the last show of the month because we don't have a show next week. So this will be the end of the first quarter of the year, which is kind of hard to believe, I guess. Let's check in on goals, man.
Goals. You know what? I should have told you to cue the clip of what the hell I said because I do not remember. I remember a little bit of it.
I wrote them down. The clip would have been long, but I wrote it down. So let's see. You want your goals?
Yeah, either you can go first. I can go first. It don't matter.
Let me see. All right, your goals. You want me to give them all so you pause, or you want me to go one by one?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I ain't know what it meant either, but yes, I would like the list.
Okay, that would say you want the whole list. All right. So you say you wanted to continue to write stuff in your planner. You said you wanted to stay in the gym, like consistently. You said that you wanted to hit your weight goal. You want to get down to whatever your goal weight is. You want to get your credit score to 800. You wanted to practice responsible spending. You wanted to keep posting Epiphany Media content and working on the second culture walk. That was your list.
Horrible. All right. What was the first one? I remember.
Planner.
Oh, planning. Yeah, I have been using my planner, but I ain't been doing shit, so I really have to use it too much. I should have used it to remind me to do to send out some emails I had to fucking send. I kept like coming home, going to sleep, and it didn't work out. But if I would have had that in my planner, it would have kept reminding me like, hey, you got to do this, you got to do this. But I didn't do it for that. But overall, I've been pretty good at it. Consistency in the gym. I haven't been consistent like I want to. I've been going, but with my schedule now, I can't go when I want to. Like, I like to go at a consistent time every day, but my schedule changes. Like, I got to go in the morning and this and that. Sometimes I'm just too tired to go, so I just don't even go. Like, how can I get a good workout and I'm tired as hell?
It's true.
800 credit score. It's not possible in an amount of time.
Are
In
you
3
working
months.
on it though? Are
That
you I
falls.
mean, like, are you working
That goes.
towards it though?
That goes hand to hand with responsible spending. Um,
Okay.
the stuff that I have bought, I had the money to pay it right then and there. I just wanted to use my credit card just because and paid it off. But I didn't really this year. I haven't went crazy, so I think I'm doing good in that area now. Culture walk shit. I mean the stuff for YouTube cussing. Nah, no. I would give myself a horrible rating. Um, and there was one more thing. Or was that it?
Keep posting content.
Oh, a horrible rating as well. Like I mean, I posted some content, but like, yeah, horrible rating.
I think too. Well, I think the posting content and sending. I think you can tell me if I'm wrong, but it looked like you just wanted to be more consistent with all your stuff. So consistently losing weight to hit your weight goal, consistently spending responsibly. Like it looked like consistency was the the nature of your goals for the year. Like so overall consistency wise, how do you feel like you're doing just by in life being consistent in all phases?
I would say I'm better than most people, but consistent to me is say you got 7 days in a week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, uh, Saturday, Sunday. I'm at the gym no matter what. Um, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm making at least one post, a day on the Instagram. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm at least doing something to better, better our reach for the 5K. Shit, 7 days a week. Not trying to, buy stuff I don't need. So just consistent. But it's hard to be consistent when you got other life factors involved. It would be easy if it wasn't any like stress or you didn't get tired or you had more time in the day. But yeah,
That's true.
that's how I feel.
I can understand that. Man, your mom watching this game close. What so I like that you started using letter grades. Like what would you give yourself and this is the first quarter. Like you got 3 more quarters to do better or whatever. It's just like a check-in. But like
Yeah,
after the first quarter, what letter grade would you give yourself as far as hitting your goals?
C minus.
C minus? Okay. All right. So you passing but barely. That's honest.
That could be better.
For sure. And we all can be better, no worries. Let me see. My goals. Let me see. I wrote down get PCP, and for a minute I forgot what that stood for.
I was like, what? What? Like what?
When I said it on the show before, I was like, because I had just wrote it, so I knew exactly. I'm like, get PCP. That's funny.
I ain't heard PCP in so long. You trying to bring
That's
it back?
hilarious, man. Wayne Brady said Sherman Hamsley. What did he say that? Angel does, or whatever he said. Shout out to the Chappelle Show. Anyway, I wanted to write / finish my will by the end of February. I wanted to set up my payable upon death for both of my bank accounts. I wanted to book 4 guests, so 1 per quarter. I wanted to ride my motorcycle to 3 different states. Only buy black-owned alcohol. Read 4 books this year, which just seems such a low goal now. I want to get a primary care physician and get a dentist. So of my goals, though, I finished my will, and I did my will, my funeral arrangements.
That's creepy as fuck.
And something else. I didn't do it by the end of February because I got injured at work. So it was like I couldn't do the stuff I wanted to do. But I got it done though. I wish I had it in here now because I would straight read it to you. Actually, I'm gonna go get it after I go down this list. So I did that. I did set up the payable upon death for my accounts. So all this stuff I'm talking about is notarized, like official, like done. I wanted to book 4 guests on the show. It's only the first quarter, but I booked 1 in this quarter. So I'm on track. You know what I'm saying? 1 per quarter was the goal, and I'm on track. I got a primary care physician. This nigga suck. And I'll be getting a new one, but I got one though. I haven't did the dentist yet. I was trying to find a black dentist, but it's like none in my area, none in my insurance, whatever it's called, group or whatever. I forgot what it's called. It's still freezing, so I haven't rode the motorcycle at all. Dude, I've been working on a motorcycle all winter. It sucks. I wanted to read 4 books, and I think I'm up to like 9 books or something finished, and I'm like halfway through one now. So, but the key was to read, at least 1 in each quarter, like to finish 1 in each quarter. So hopefully I'll be able to keep that up. And then buy only black-owned alcohol. So far, so good. Like, as in, I haven't bought anything. I haven't bought anything because I live in Ohio, and apparently, it's only 2 that I know of. 2 alcohol brands in Ohio who are like black owned, not black fronted like Ciroc or whatever, like black owned, like owned by a black person.
Hey, first of all, it's good that you're sticking to your goals because I feel like I feel like if you're a man, you should set goals and try to achieve them in life. Well, anyway, since it's Women History Month, I'm gonna say as a man or woman, you should have goals. But specifically as a man, what are you working for every day if you're not going for your goals? Like life becomes real boring if you don't have anything to strive for. So I most definitely salute you for sticking to your goals. But I'm glad that you can't find a black owned alcoholic supplier because you need a break.
So it's not like let me be clear. It's not like I have not been drinking, but I haven't bought anything new. But to your point though, because of that, it has slowed me down because I'm like, man, if I drink all this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like I love different type of rum or whatever, but once I drink all of the rum, like I said, I can't buy anymore. So it causes me to either drink less or just like, all right, well, I'm just gonna wait for the weekend, or I'm gonna wait for the show. I'm gonna wait for whatever the case is. So in turn, it has slowed me down. It's not like I'm gonna just be drinking all the time or whatever. I think I like the idea of having it more than drinking it all the time. The same thing with cigars. Like and it's wintertime, so you're not having cigars all the time. But I like the idea of having it and having nice stuff or whatever. Like as I glance over at the thing, like I got, I got I got probably like this much rum, like a quarter, probably like a pint of rum, and then a whole bottle of like coffee rum. I got a bottle of Buffalo Trace and a bottle of something else. I don't know what it is, and then a couple bottles of wine. But that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. And I don't have any problem. I don't have no problem with like drinking Douce or Bro Brothers. Um, but I've had it before, so I wanted to try something else. But like I said, in Ohio, uh, they don't believe in it or something. Dude, I got 3 beers left, like to last me until whenever. Like they just be in the refrigerator because I'm like, man, I probably should wait till I really want to enjoy it. I guess, like I don't know, but just because I'm not buying it, so it like I said, it wasn't that was like a secondary goal, I guess. Like it was an unintentional goal of drinking less to just help you drink less, I guess.
Yeah,
I'll be
ever
going out of
since.
town here in a month or so, so
Oh
I'll
yeah,
load
that's
up.
when you got to.
I'll load up.
But ever since, ever since I started on the fitness journey about a year and a half ago, my drinking consumption has went down dramatically. I had a beer. I think it was like 2 3 weeks ago. Went out to eat, had a beer. Yeah, I was buzzing just off of that one beer because I haven't been drinking. So inherently, I guess it just causes you not to drink. I guess you make better decisions if, hey, I just went to the gym for an hour. Like I
That's
feel as
true.
though I should eat a little bit better. Um, I don't know, like you. I mean, I got stuff that I had for a couple of years, um, barely touched. Or when it was touched, it was, 4 or 5 heads on it just because, I had, I had it. Might as well share it, but then
Right.
just sit there.
My my mom got me a Fuente something when she went out of the country, and she was asking how it was. I haven't smoked it yet. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a good reason. Look, man, I got a lot of like
I
nice
thought you was gonna
expensive
say
stuff.
waiting for a legit check. I was like, damn, you gonna do your middle like that?
No, 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 no. I'm interested. Like I haven't even looked it up, but I know that brand, and I know that it's typically some super top shelf. You know what I'm saying? So Arturo Fuente, Chateau Fuente. I don't even know what that is. Like I never even looked it
Like
up, but
I know the
I'm interested in finding out though.
I know the chateau is like the farm that is grown at in the Dominican. It's like a big ass like white building, and it's like it looked like a mansion, but it's like the farm is all around it.
Let's see.
But me, nigga, I bought. I remember, nigga, I bought a whole bunch of cigars, and I bought you them cigars that you wanted, and I haven't touched them since. So it's kind of like
Right.
a collector's item now, but eventually I'm gonna smoke them all. But all I have is nigga, shit that I don't want to smoke.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how it is for alcohol with me. Like I like the idea of having it if I want to drink or if I want to have a cigar or whatever, but like I don't do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? But if I chose to, I would like to have it here so I can. You know what I'm saying? That type of a situation. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where I find myself. Where I find myself in. Your mom said, "Can you walk? Can the walk be halfway for those who can't walk the entire walk?" So if you walk halfway and you got to walk halfway back, that's the entire walk. You know, it's a
Yeah,
loop. So if you walk,
it
you
is.
know, so if you walk halfway, I feel free to walk halfway, but then when you walk halfway back, uh, you get a medal. Unless you
Catch
meant
an
like,
Uber, catch an Uber back.
yeah, hey man, people cheat at races all the time. You know, it's not a
Like
time.
Carlton.
Yeah, right. It's not a or a red man in how high. You know, it's not a time race. So if you want to do it on your own time, if you got a day where you got to go do a bunch of shopping or you got to hit a bunch of stores, just use your step counter or whatever, and because it's not a time race. It's just about moving and think about your physical health, your mental health. What I'm saying? That's what it's all about. So feel free to walk halfway, or feel free to do it on your own time when you just got a busy day. Go ahead and get some steps in. Um, but that's good, man. So it's good to have a check in. What I'm saying, from time to time, just to see how we're doing, so that we won't be complacent when it comes to these goals and stuff, so that we kind of give us a chance also to hold each other responsible. To make sure that we're making strides, not even like putting pressure on each other, but just making sure that we're encouraging each other towards hitting these goals. So you guys in the comments, feel free. I don't remember all y'all goals, of course, but feel free to let us know how your goals are going. Would have been the first quarter. Still plenty of time, but it's just something Byron said, something to keep in mind, something to keep striving for. Otherwise, you just kind of going through the motions every single day. You go to work, you come home, you scroll on the internet, or whatever it is that you do. Uh, but you should definitely be striving towards something. And I think this is the first time, this is the first year I actually had like a set of goals or whatever that I actually wrote down that I was going to try to do. And so far, so good. It's
Now,
just, it's important.
now I would say your grade is the most definitely an A. But with me, I said it was a C minus, so there is room for improvement. So, I was thinking just right now, I was thinking ways to be able to improve on some those goals. Um, so in order to do more 5K stuff, like I need my phone. But for 8 hours out of the day, like I cannot touch my phone, so it's kind of hard. Like pause. So when I was working at my old job, I could be on my phone all day. It was different, but now I can't. And then, like I said, when I get home, I mean, when I get off, it's either I go right to the gym or I come home, take a nap, then I go to the gym, and then after that, I come home, eat dinner, get ready, for bed, and then it's over with. So it's like I gotta find time, even if it's 30 minutes, just to send, some emails or reach out to, different people. Man, I gotta do some shit. I gotta do something. Man, like some people, with some people, it's like, oh, you can find time to do this and that, but that's because you don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for you to say that because you don't do shit. But when you got a lot of shit that you're doing, it's tough.
Oh man, exactly. It is, man. Like I'm just a natural multitasker or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm constantly, even when I am at work, and like I said, I've been injured or whatever for the last month or so. So I haven't been doing my normal traditional job, but I still can't do as much as I would like to because I hate office politics. Like it's the most annoying thing ever. You know what I'm saying? It's always annoying. But it's because people just be nosy. Like, nigga, go to your desk. Like, stop. Like, why are you worried about what I'm doing? Like, if you're so concerned with what I'm doing, you can't be doing the work yourself. Like, what are you doing? Like, go. Why are you asking questions? Like, who are you? I don't know who you
Yeah,
are. Like, why are you talking to me?
exactly. There's a difference between
Uh,
having a regular conversation about, I don't know, some random shit, but if you ask some specific questions, where do you live?
yeah,
You know, like don't like investigative questions.
yeah,
Then all they're gonna do is go back and tell everybody else what you didn't said.
right. Oh,
Yeah.
I seen them. I seen them surfing on the internet. Like, yeah, I'm on a jobs website looking for jobs. Like, why are you? Why are you? Why? Who cares? Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, um, dude, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? It's tough to do all of the things, right? it's just tough to do, man. If you want to, you got time, family time, personal times you got to set aside for, the people in your house or your family or whatever. You like working is mandatory. Taking care of your mental, physical health is mandatory. So, like all, and no matter what they say, it's only a finite amount of time. Like some people are like, oh, we got the same 24 hours in a day as billionaires and all these people. Like, yeah, the time doesn't change. You know what I'm saying? But when you're in a position where you don't have to do every single thing because you got a team around you or you got assistants or whatever the case is, those 24 hours look drastically different. You know what I'm saying? So, and it it just looks different for different people or whatever, different, depending on what you're trying to do. And it gets almost ridiculous, like ridiculously tough to just to fit everything in these times, especially sleep. Now, sleep is probably the category where I lack the most because I'm trying to maximize, get this much stuff in before I crash or stand up late. And sometimes it's doing nothing, but I'm staying up late because I've been working on something or the company stuff or whatever all day. So now where my alone time or personal time, whatever, starts to get late. Now my sleep is slacking. So I'm only getting 5 hours of sleep or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
And then you're late for work.
Yeah, either late for work or you get to work on time, but now you dragging. Like now you super dragging. Now, depending on what your job is, that can be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it is tough. You know what I'm saying? Even for me, somebody that's just like a natural multitasker. Like I'm constantly helping the family with something while I talk to a family member about something else as I drive, or you know what I'm saying? Like constantly doing stuff like that. So, I feel you. Like I said, it is the first quarter, so you have plenty of time to bring your grades up. But it's it's definitely something to to work on. I got to talk to you like I'm your guidance counselor, man. You got plenty of time. just stay on it. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You got plenty of time to bring your grades up, man. Just put your nose to the grindstone or whatever the saying is. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do it, man. Just keep working on it. So that kind of bleeds into like the last topic kind of for today is like struggles, right? Like so struggles or just like stuff we're not good at, right? So like what do you think it is? I know you said time and starting a new gig and all of that stuff, but like how do you think like your struggles just as a person, like whatever they might be, bleeds into like maybe the reason you're not hitting your goals or whatever other struggles you got going on in your life, but like what are the stuff that you like just not good at that might cause you to to kind of miss some of those goals, even if it's stuff that we didn't mention on the show?
With me, for starters, if I'm not getting enough sleep, it messes up everything. I know I mentioned last week. I'm like, yeah, I lost 2 weeks of sleep or something like that. Like I'm mad. I'm mad about it. Yeah, I am because I know it's going to affect me. I know it's going to be harder for me to get up in the morning. You know, I know it's going to be harder for me to make it through the day. Have enough energy. I don't know what you said. Your microphone is muted. Oh, but you got to make it through 8 hours. Well, not even 8 hours, because that's just for work. So you get off work and you just want to and you want to go to the gym. You want to work on the Epiphany Media stuff. But if you don't have enough energy to make it through the day, how is that gonna like? How are you gonna do that without sleep? So with me, that's my first problem, and that problem, you know, was rectified by going to bed at the same time every night. I mean, corrected by going, to bed at the same time at night. But if I'm getting off of work at the time I'm supposed to go to sleep, it's not going. That's not conducive to staying on that same schedule. So
True.
that's my problem right now. Nigga, I was at a meeting, nigga, yesterday, sleep in the meeting. Like, you can't just have me working and then just gonna sit down and just trying to have in a classroom setting. I'm falling asleep.
Especially doing what you do now. Like if you was used to being in the office setting, I guess it kind of it makes it a little bit different, I guess. But if you're not used to sitting down or whatever, then yeah, I'll fade out all the time.
Man.
So did they say anything or you caught yourself?
Nothing. No, I mean I caught myself, but I had to catch myself like 20 times. I was just out.
That's funny.
You talking about some harassment shit. Like, I'm not a creep. Like, it's not concerning me. I'm not harassing nothing.
That's funny. That reminds me. Oh, good old college days, and got to go over. I would say harassment training, harassment assembly, or whatever it's called, or whatever. Where they tell you not to harass people, not to harass women. Which you would never do that on Women's History Month. It's just not a thing we would do. Or any other month. I probably should clarify. Not any other month either.
But 2023 Women's Month is different. Like, can't say the wrong thing.
Yeah, man. Exactly.
It's crazy.
Don't get canceled out here.
Yeah.
Look,
yeah, we're gonna keep it moving.
Yeah. I don't want to get canceled. Before we get on, somebody remember they said this, and man, now we got to do the Kevin Hart.
It's going to happen if we would have said some wild, crazy stuff over the years, stuff that I forgot about. So it ain't too bad.
We got to delete this and come right back. Delete everything. Andrew said, depending on the short story, she might want to be harassed. What? Depending on the short story? Are you talking about that film from last week?
Oh yeah.
She did. Maybe she did. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So don't tell. Yeah. So tell your bosses that some women like to be harassed. They like to be harassed, man. As long as you put it in the contract.
Grabbing you in the alley outside of the job.
Yeah. Hey, that'll actually work for your gig. Like,
and I want you to cream me. What? It sounds. You'd be just like dude in that short film, like
he was tripping.
Wearing the outfit.
The more she described it, yeah, that's so good.
I don't want. I want to say he may have missed time. I mean, may have missed a good time because of the subject matter.
Hey, he thought about it. Hey, the more she described it, he was like, well, I mean, that don't sound too bad. And she's like, see, you interested. He's like, well, I mean, let's get the semantics out of the way. Like, what exactly are we talking about? What if I break a TV on accident? I think about to go ham in there, in the house, of course. He might break a TV, you know what I'm saying?
He's thinking about breaking some ribs, something.
Yeah, he's like, man, let's get to semantics. That's funny. Let me see. I'm trying to think of. It's tough, man. It's like I feel like it's like when you're in an interview and they be like, "Oh, what's your biggest weakness or whatever? What's your greatest weakness?" I don't know, man. I'm strong in so many categories. It's hard to point out a weakness. Something I'm struggling with. No, I think I'm trying to be a better. I'm trying to be a better communicator. I don't want to say better. I want to be a more effective communicator. Is something I struggle with, right? Because I'm a decently smart dude or whatever. I got a pretty decent vocabulary. I know the words. I can't say them because my Cleveland accent, sometimes it just doesn't, it just doesn't work out. But
it can't be
I
bad
know
as
the
a
word.
Baltimore accent.
No.
Be all right.
Oh my God, dude. I don't even want to talk about it, but it just like, dude, it's disgusting. Like I don't know what they're saying, and it's fast and it's half words, and there's the slang doesn't even make sense. Like I have no idea what they're no clue.
Hey
no
Jake,
clue.
you better study that shit. You better read up on it.
Hey.
You never know. You might have to go there one day.
Hey, I won't be there. Trust me, I won't be there long enough for any action. Any action. Trust me, I won't. Look, you talk about writing stuff down in a planner. That's going to be me. Like this is what I'm looking for. I'm not browsing. Like I don't plan on being here long enough. This is what I need, and I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I won't be there long enough. I promise you. But yeah, like I said, a decently smart guy, whatever. But so and I talk on the show and whatever. Like, but I want to be more effective, you know what I'm saying, in my communications or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm reading books. I'm rereading a book called Verbal Judo, which is this English teacher became like a cop at like 35 or something. And he kind of came up with this, just effective way to kind of use your words so that you are just more effective when you're communicating with people. So you can kind of disarm people. You can kind of de-escalate. You can get your thoughts across without being like snarky or you know what I'm saying, whatever. Because I do have a tendency, especially at work, like because people try to try you at work all the time. So I do have a tendency of like, it might be Will Smith and Hancock, like when he was like, they're like, Hancock, they're gonna put you in jail. It's like, bitch can try. Like that'd be my demeanor at work. Like, yeah, you can try it. Like all that stuff you talking, you can try it. You know what I'm saying? Which is effective, but I would like to not do that though. You know what I'm saying? I would like to be more corporate, I suppose.
But you it's great that you're reading and trying to expand your vocabulary in different ways to disarm people and speak to different types of people. That's great. But the thing is, when it comes to someone that's being unfavorable to you, especially in a work setting, the best response is no response. Especially at work, because if you say something that may be offending or somebody feels threatened and there's other people around to back that person's claim up, then you're done. But if you say nothing, what can anybody say to you? And then contrary to that, the person gonna look stupid for coming at you crazy, and you were just calm about it. You were just looking at them like they was, unintelligent for the way that they decided to express themselves towards you.
Yeah, usually I agree. I agree with that point. That's typically what I would do. Now, and I'm not saying that this dude that wrote the book is the end all be all to communication or anything like that, but he was like, man, he actually brought that up as like saying nothing. He said, because depending on a person, you know what I'm saying nothing could make it worse, right? You know what I'm saying? Like saying nothing could, depending on like, so he gave different examples of like people from different countries or different backgrounds or whatever. And he was like, if it's a Middle Eastern person, like you should never, even if you're sorry, like you should never like back away from them. So you should walk towards them and, while you're apologizing or whatever, like you bump into them or something like that. Like you saying that you should, if you're in like an Asian culture, like, saying like like looking at somebody's shoes as a sign of respect, opposed to doing. So he just had all these different things or whatever. He like so that could like saying nothing could work. He said, but it's not like a works across the board for every situation where he was saying I could see like these methods. You can say something and no matter who the person is, you can disarm them with your words. You know what I'm saying? Is what he was saying. But I typically I agree with you. Like, I just won't respond at all. You know what I'm saying? But then sometimes, like I said, they'll try you, and sometimes I'm like, hey, look. This is what I've been saying lately because I've been in the office more, and like I said, the office policies are ridiculous. But I just sit there, I'm like, look, I'm not worried about any of it. Like anybody have anything to say to me, they can come say it to me. If I had something to say to somebody, I would gladly go talk to them. I'm like, if the big boss want to talk to me about whatever, I'll gladly talk to him. I'll gladly talk to her. I'm not worried about any of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not worried about any of it. Like, yeah, they were saying this. I'm like, dude, I really don't care. And this is my supervisor I'm talking to, like my direct supervisor. Like, look, if your boss want to talk to me, cool. But I'm not worried about it. Like, I'm not worried about this person said this or this person saw this or whatever the case is. I'm not worried about it at all. Like, I'm like, you probably shouldn't worry about it either. Like, because I genuinely don't care. Like, I just don't care, man.
That's the perfect attitude. Don't why should I care that somebody else stressed about something?
Angel, you funny.
A few weeks ago, I had that similar problem where somebody, was mad about something that I didn't do at work, and their tone was just crazy. But in my mind, my first thought was, this person is going through a transition, and I know their hormones is all jacked up. So I'm not even gonna trip on that, right? Secondly, I addressed the situation, but I addressed it calmly. I said, hey, yes, I was in charge of that yesterday, but I'm not the one who didn't, restock that. I'm not the one. I'm not going to say the person's name, but I'm not the person who, actually did what you're referring to. And, I had one of the managers come up like, are you okay? Like that day. I'm like, I'm not even thinking about it. It doesn't affect me at all. Because in my mind is, something's going on with that person, and that's how it was handled. And now, now we have regular conversations. None of that's going on, It didn't affect me. So, hey. But being calm in certain situations, like being calm, but you can address that person. I don't want to say not say nothing, but if somebody asks you a crazy question, and certain, you just, not say nothing, but you want to address it, but not. You don't have to be on the same level as them, but address it head on. All right. Yeah, what's going on?
I agree, man. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more with anything you said, man. I agree with everything you said.
Hey. So yeah, different people from different walks of life. So, and you all just thrown in this place together. So you got to be, more, aware of what's going on in the world. So.
Yeah, man. I just, you're right, man. So you gave a work example, I give a work example. So I haven't been doing my normal job. I can't even talk because that's funny. Your mom said Luther needs one.
Of course they did. Like the 10th time in a row.
School full of black kids. They won. They won. So you gave work. You gave shout out to Luther Needs, man. The champions is a champion is a champion. So I had a similar thing. So I haven't been doing my normal job since February 1st was the last day I did my normal job or whatever. So ever since then I've been in the office or whatever. And so I'm all I got an injury designation, which means I can't whether I can or can't do it, they don't want me doing this, certain things or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting demerits as if don't like, you know what I'm saying, like as if I'm doing my normal job or whatever, which clearly is just not the case. So like they do these. Angel had alluded to it that I better clean my van. So they do these monthly van checks for like these different certifications and different entities or whatever. Who comes around like once every 3 years? They just came, but for some reason they still checking our vans. Whatever, fine. That's what they want to do. Cool. But if I'm injured and can't clean my van because of the restrictions that you guys have set forward, then like I shouldn't get a demerit for that. That doesn't make any sense. Like I'm not using a van, and even if I was using a van, I'm not now because I'm not able to. So fine, they give me a demerit. Nothing happened, whatever. Like so, once again, it's one of those things where I don't care. Like it's fine. It's really not a big deal. So when this month's come around, when March especially come around, I'm still not like still haven't returned to work normally, and they're like, yeah, like we got to figure out your van situation because two demerits in a row is like an automatic corrective action as far as like it's an automatic write up, saying verbal or something. And I'm like, and then I went to my bitch can try. Like, yeah, like you said, what now? I'm like, do it. They're like, no, we're not. We're saying we're going to work it out, so it doesn't even come to that. I'm like, then why are you even bringing that up to me? Then you know what I'm saying. So now I'm pissed. You know what I'm saying. So now I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'm injured, and I wish they would. Like of course, they end up not doing it, of course. But I'll do. I wish. I'm like, please do. Like, you don't understand how fast I'll have my attorney get in contact with you. Like, you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not accepting no write up
for nothing. And you hurt, and they know that you hurt.
You know it. Like it's a workers' comp thing. Like you work for the same company. Like you see, like what do you like? Why would that even be a question of it? And I'm not saying that the van doesn't have to be clean, but why would it be my responsibility if I'm not allowed to lift over a certain amount of weight or whatever the case is?
You ain't even you don't even drive the van, do you?
February 1st was my last time. Like it's been over a month. Like you know what I'm saying? It's going on 2 months. Like so, I'm like, dude, please do. Like I don't want it to come to that. Like you're not listening to me. I wanted to come to that. Like, so you brought it up as an option because it shouldn't even be an option. But if you brought it up as an option, please do. That's all I can say. Please do. No, we'll make the changes or arrangements. I'm like, then why even bring it to me? So that was the first day. That was the first day he had brought it up or whatever. And then, like the day before the inspection or something. So maybe let's say that was a week before. So now it's like the day before the inspection. Like, yeah, just go, do a once over on the van just to make sure that everything's in order. I'm like, I'll do it by the end of the day. Like it's cool. I'll go check it out. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, I know it's cold out there, but he's like, I just want to let you know, because it ain't my ass, it'll be yours. I'm like, why do you keep saying that? Like, because it won't be. Like, it won't be. Like, you think it will be, but it really won't be. Like, I don't know why you keep saying that. And then because I think that's what he had in his mind is that it's not going to fall back on me. It's going to be on him. And I'm going to get everybody fired. Like, which you don't understand. Like, so I'm like, why do you keep saying that? He's like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. I was just talking about that, that's the reason I did this and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, like, stop saying that shit because you're pissing me off to the point where, like, I want to flip out on it. Like, I really do want to flip out. Like, why do you keep saying that?
Hey, and they got a lot of money.
They got a ton of money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I've been going on a couple of vacations.
They don't know, nigga. You'll be in the house next to them.
That's what I'm saying. Like and I'm not saying like I'm just this guy, but like I used to work for the workers' comp department. Like I know the attorneys, I know the hearing officers, like I know the people down there. Like, trust me, it will get resolved. Like, it's really, please do. Is what I'm actually asking you to please do it. Like, you don't really understand. Like, I would go on multiple vacations this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be a good year for me. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, back to me trying to be a better communicator for when situations like that arise. You know, I'm trying to be better when stuff like that happen. So that even if I felt upset internally, I don't have to express it in that way. I can just be like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way or whatever. I don't know. I'm rereading the book. It's been probably about a couple years since I read it. I'm rereading it. So, you know, I probably need to study up a little bit, but yeah, man, I'm just trying to be better. Trying to be better at communicating. That's my greatest weakness, I think, right now that I am currently working on. Yeah. All right, but that's it. I was just thinking about it, man. Like when he said it again, I'm like, why the fuck do you keep saying this, dude? Like, you don't like you really started pissing me off.
Yeah, that'll be your ass. I'll be like, first of all, pause. Secondly, stop saying that.
That's because he was definitely like, man, you know, he's like, you know, I would hate to do it, or they would force me to do it. Said, I wouldn't do it because it's me. Like they would force me to do it. Like, why are you talking about this? Like, just do it then. Like, you don't understand. Like, you just don't understand. Oh, this is the ending to the story though. So I go in there and I don't do much of the van, but I put Post-it notes on everything, right? Just put Post-it notes, and then. So through all that stuff, they didn't even check the van. It was like, oh, he's off the road. We're not even going to check the van. Like, so all that for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make any sense, man.
Yeah.
Don't make any sense at all. Ridiculous. All right, man. We're going to get out of here. We're going to get out of your hair. We appreciate you guys joining us as always. Man, this was a great, you know, show with a couple different topics and you know, just reflecting on little issues that we might have had at the job spot a little bit. So anyway, we're going to keep working on our goals. You guys keep working on your goals. You know, one of our goals is to have another successful event. So don't forget to come out for the second annual. I got to remember to keep saying that, the second annual, the Culture Walk, June 17th, 7 a.m. for all y'all people that don't like to walk when it's hot. You know, 7 a.m. at the Cleveland Cultural Gardens. Epiphany.5k.run is the website that you want to go to sign up. You know, you got plenty of time, but you know, the sooner the better. You know, if you want a T-shirt, make sure you select that. Come get you guys one of these ribbons, man, one of these medals. I can't wait to see the new ones. These are always, when I seen this for the first time, I was like, oh man, this is sweet. This made it worth it for sure. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, come out and support us. Epiphany.5k.run is what you want to go to, and we'll be seeing y'all soon. No show next week, by the way.
No show next week, but remember, all your goals, try to stick to them. Don't try, actually do stick to them. And if you stick to the script, like Currency say, like, it would be good. You stick to the script. That's all you got to do. And good things will happen. But yeah, I'm Byron, and remember to own your own. That's how niggas be on the news. Like, I'm Tom Brokaw. Thanks for watching. Yeah, we out.
I don't know why that's so funny. Oh man, hey, you guys be safe out there. Keep working on your goals. We're gonna check in. We're gonna check in next. We're gonna check in next week. I'm sorry. We're gonna check in next quarter, which will be right around the 5K time, to check on your goals there. So keep working on it. We'll keep working on ours. We look forward to seeing you guys there, as well as seeing you here. Be safe out there. Salute to the city as always, and enjoy your Women's Month, which I personally don't think is long enough. We'll see y'all in a few. Be safe.
Remember to own your own.
And salute to the city as always.
Remember to own your own.
Salute to the city as always.
And remember to own your own.
And salute to the city as always.
Remember to own your own. We'll see y'all next week. Remember to own your own. It's very important, like I say every show.
Salute to the city as always. Salute to the city.
Remember to own your own. Now,
as always, salute to the city. And salute to the city.
Remember to own your own.
Salute to the city as always.
But remember to own your own.
Salute to the city as always.
Remember to own your own.